this video is okay. So my plan is to turn this agency that I'm currently trying to run, at least, to a hopefully $1 million a month, but at least 100K a month. That's my goal for this agency for the next like 5 years. I think 5 years is a good timeline to turn this agency, basically a lead gen agency running Facebook ads, to like 100K a month. And then from there, I guess just create a quote unquote new agency for, damn bro, I got mad close to my lane. Create a new agency that will creating an info product, teaching younger, I guess you could say younger, not even young kids, just teaching people who want to start their own business to get their 10K a month or 100K a month. And the way I'm going to do that is basically to learn how to align your inner self with your outer self to become truly in alignment. That's something I'm trying to learn right now, by learning your inner motivations, your deep dark motivations, and your true grand vision of the world. And I know everyone doesn't have a grand vision. So there's two different types of people who are visionaries and people who are, just, I wouldn't say regular people, but they do have aspirations to become someone better. Everyone has aspirations to become someone better, but I think there's only a few select people who actually have a grand vision. Like I would put myself in that camp of someone who has a grand vision. I want to become the king of my own kingdom. And it's funny thinking about that, because I was thinking about Griffith, how he sacrificed everything, absolutely everything, to become a king. And then once he sacrificed everything for great power, he lost it all. And then he sacrificed everything. Yeah, so he was on par to becoming a great king, but then he lost everything. Well, he lost himself actually, and then he sacrificed everything to become someone of great power. Anyways, that's besides the point. It just reminded me of that I want to become a king. That is like my true grand vision, is to become the leader of all leaders, right? Just becoming an absolute king. Anyways, what I'm trying to say is become a coach that will help you reach 10K a month or 10K, 100K a month, whatever it will be, by truly aligning to be in true alignment, figuring out what do you actually want to do in your life and helping you pursue that by figuring out what are your inner, like I guess you could say your inner demons, and then your grand future, your heaven and your hell, your heaven self and your hell self, figuring out what truly motivates you. That basically, I wouldn't say dark fuel, but definitely what motivates you, and that grand vision that you want to pursue, and finding that alignment. So every day you can approach every single day with absolute ferocity. So you don't have, damn, this guy's up my ass. So you don't have, bismillah. So so you can approach every single day with absolute ferocity, and you don't have to worry about, because the biggest thing I'm noticing, especially for myself, is that as someone who, how do I place this? I need something that can actually, I wouldn't say motivates, but I need something, I guess you could say bigger, not bigger than me. How would I say this? Yeah, I guess you could say something bigger than me that can actually push me, motivate me, or like how Tony Robbins said, pulls me. Something that pulls me to do the work rather than something pushing me. That dark motivation is the push, but I need something grand as well to pull me. And you need both. You need that push and that pull. Sometimes the pull motivation works, and other times the push motivation works. So you need that both. And that's when you have that both, that push and that pull, that's when you're, well, at least my hypothesis is that's when you're in that true alignment. When you have that both, that push and that pull. You can have one will help you. I think that push will help you reach a lot faster, but I mean, sorry. If you have one, it's definitely, you can still reach what you want to reach. But I think once you have both and you're in true alignment of both, that's when I think life becomes easier. Because when you start to filter out everything, because that's when you have absolute clarity. That's what it is. Having absolute clarity on what is it that you want to do in your life, and living every single day as if you were getting closer towards that goal of absolute, from that goal when you have absolute clarity. That's I think that's what I want to do, is just help people reach that absolute clarity of what they want, and helping them become in alignment with that clarity, so life becomes easier. Obviously, there's still hard things you need to do. You need to still put in that work and walk that trial by fire. That is for sure. But what I'm trying to say is, have absolute clarity of what you want. Become in true alignment. Figure out what are your push and your pull motivations. And figuring out the alignment. Using that push and pull motivations. And having that absolute clarity, so you can work every single day with absolute ferocity. And you just do not give a fuck about anything else other than just reaching your goals. Yeah, I think that's, obviously I still need to figure that out for myself, because I just figured this out yesterday of my grand vision and my push and my pull motivation. Once I figure this out, I think, and I reach at least 100K a month, because I don't know how much money you can make with a lead gen agency. Maybe I can make $1 million a month. I'm not sure, but we'll see. But I think at least like 250K a month, something like that would be pretty good. $500,000 a month, whatever I can reach. I'm gonna try to reach the at least absolute like upper limits and push myself, so I can start, saying that I've actually done something using this. I've actually done something, and I'm not just talking out of my ass. Basically, that's at least what I want to. I think that's my future plans for sure.